Now, live from Whitney Media, 1460 WVOX, the Greenburgh Report, with Greenburgh Town Supervisor Paul Feiner. You can join in the conversation at 914-636-0110. Now on 1460 WVOX, here's Greenburgh Town Supervisor Paul Feiner.
And I'd just like to welcome you to today's program. We're really fortunate to have some stars, Atlantic Starr, musicians, Wayne Lewis, Jonathan Lewis, and Steve Lewis, and they're coming home to Greenburgh after worldwide acclaim. They're giving a concert next in a little over a week, right? Yes. You all graduated Woodlands High School, and you became world celebrities in the 1980s. I want to ask if you could play our first song, because I think some of our listeners will then be delighted that we are so fortunate to have you on the show, and hopefully they'll want to see you in person in a week.
This song, they woke us up one day and told us that you have a #1 song in America. We couldn't believe it after we wrote this song and held on to it for years. And they said, wait, it's more. This song is #1 around the world. You became friends to this song. You got engaged to this song. And then finally, you locked the key and got married to this song. You are to me all that I wish to be, and I dedicate my life to you all.
We're having a concert. Where is it going to be?
Doubletree Hotel in Tarrytown, New York.
And what day?
The 27th of September.
And could you and what time?
The time is
8 o'clock.
And how much are tickets, and how do people get tickets?
There's a couple of different sets of tickets. There's a gold, platinum, and general admission tickets. The gold and the platinum tickets will be, portion of the proceeds will be donated to the Woodlands High School Scholarship Fund, and we're also working with the PTA and the sharing community in Yonkers, New York. The platinum tickets are $100, and they come with the VIP reception, the meet and greet with Atlantic Starr is catered, and they get certain other perks. And they can go on, email us at firstchoiceentertainment914@gmail.com. Again, firstchoiceentertainment914@gmail.com, or they can call us at 914-230-5002, and I can give them all the information. So platinum, $100. The gold package is $75, and then there's a $45 general admission ticket and a $25 general admission ticket.
Now back to the Greenburgh Report on 1460 WVOX. Once again, here's Greenburgh Town Supervisor Paul Feiner.
Greenburgh Town Supervisor, and we're listening to a number from Atlantic Starr. This is Secret Lover. And I think there were like over 2 million hits on YouTube for Secret Lover.
I think more than that. On one of the YouTube domains, it was 2 million. But on another one, it was more. This and always had about 8 million or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
This has 3.5 million views.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see Atlantic Starr live a week from Thursday at the Tarrytown Double Tree at 8 p.m. and that's the 27th at of September. And you'll get to meet the band and hear some of their outstanding music. I have a question. How were you successful? There's a lot of high school students and college students have bands, and everybody wants to aspire to greatness. Why did you become so successful?
Well, the work ethic. We put the time in, and I think nowadays a lot of kids think you could just get in there and put something together and you're you're in there. But even the ones or the artists that are being very successful right now, you got to put time in. We used to practice like just about every day, sometimes 8 hours a day. We practice for 4 hours, take a break, and come back. And, we practice as a group, and we practice our individual instruments, separately. So we had to put a lot of time in. I mean, Wayne, what do you got to say about that?
Well, also the songs always had a special meaning in people's lives. And they broke through all races, colors, creeds, age groups, whatever. It's like people were always going through what the songs were talking about.
And who wrote the songs?
Myself, and my brother David, and my brother Jonathan.
Wow! And how long did it take to actually write, say, Secret Lovers?
Well, actually, my brother David gave me a track, and then I guess I wrote the lyrics in about a couple of days. Just sat there on a because we were fixing up a new house, so I sat there on a big paint pail or plaster pail, whatever, and was writing the lyrics. And so I guess in about 2 days, and then that's the first process, and then you go in the studio, lay all the music down, and then lay all the vocals down, and then after that's done, we also studied, David and myself, classical music, so we studied arranging and everything, so we do the orchestration and other overdubs from other instruments, and so it's a process. Most people think you just go in and la 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 la, and then it's over, but it can take weeks, months.
And then I guess you played it locally, and did people comment, and then do you keep changing the music before it actually gets on a...
Well, I think family and friends hear it before it goes out, and then the record company gets it, and then they instantly blitz it across nationally and internationally.
Yeah, but remember, Secret Lovers, nobody really had heard that,
Oh, yeah, well, that particular song, yeah.
And what really, I think, made Secret Lovers happen. We were doing one year. The Air Force approached us, and we went and did a Pacific Air Command tour all throughout Southeast Asia, and we were doing all the Air Force bases in Japan, Korea, Hawaii. So we were playing Secret Lovers, because it wasn't really known, and even though it was released here, it only went to number 8 on the R&B charts. So what happened was we started playing it overseas, and basically it was like a blowback where the feedback came back here about the song and the excitement that people were feeling about the song. And so they really started playing it here. So what happened was 11 months later, which is unheard of really, a pop station in Washington, D.C. picked it up and started playing it. And once they played it, it just blew up.
Well, I wanted to ask a question for a lot of people just don't succeed and they get discouraged.
Right.
Did you have instant successes, or did you have failures along the way?
Well, we had great disappointments quite a few times, but if you believe in what it is that you're doing and you are tenacious and you have a gut feeling, first of all, you have to have a gut feeling about what you're doing. Because if it's just fly by night, no, you're not going to make it. You have to endure the disappointments and, use every setback for a comeback, We had a song on, I think, the 4th or 5th album that was called Under Pressure. It'll make you better. Under pressure, you'll shine. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing about it. Pressure does 2 things for you. It'll either break you or it'll make you better. So the pressure for us made us better. We embrace pressure. We embrace defeat at times. And through that, we were able to succeed through perseverance and hard work.
You recently taped a new song.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell us about that and how that's going?
It's party time.
Oh, it's party time. Number one.
Could we hear that?
On the CD, track number 1.
Yeah, I actually love Party Time. I was there. That was one of the highlights of my my career. I never saw a video produced.
Right.
There was so much excitement, and I thought the music was really great. So, do we have Party Time?
Too hard at your 9 to 5, and the people that you make is barely keeping you alive. You can't deal with your boss, seems that all hope is lost, and now you're stressed and gotta get away at any cost.
Now, Party Time is a recent CD.
Right. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah, and has that now? That hasn't gotten the same number of hits as, say, Secret Lovers or some of your other, songs in the 80s.
Right.
Maybe we have to take a break, but maybe you could tell us sort of the difference in how you're marketing it, how it's being received around the world.
Right.
Because I know you're having some successes in London and how you promote that. So we have to take a break now. I'll be right back, and I hope to see everybody at the concert on September 27th at 8 p.m. at the Doubletree Hotel. And you get a chance to meet Atlantic Starr rather than hear them on the radio.
With world and national news, here is the latest update from Fox News Radio.
1460 WVOX.
Now back to the Greenburgh Report on 1460 WVOX. Once again, here's Greenburgh Town Supervisor Paul Feiner.
Hi, I'm Paul Feiner. I'm the Greenburgh Town Supervisor, and we're so fortunate to have with us members of Atlantic Starr, Steve Wayne, Jonathan Lewis, and in the 70s and 80s, their recordings were number one on the R&B charts. They had a number of hits. We heard a little bit of Secret Lovers. They had the album As the Band Turns on A&M Records, and they also had contracts with Warner Brothers Recordings. Always, All in the Name of Love, another album, We're Moving Up, My First Love. These are just some of the masterpieces. In fact, Masterpiece is another recording that was very high on the pop and R&B charts. Waynes, what's your favorite song that you wrote?
I'd say between Always and Secret Lovers. It's hard to say. Circles, too. It's hard to pick a favorite because each writing has a different experience. And although the experiences I consider them all wonderful, sometimes it may be a heartbreak, or sometimes it might be something to be jolly over, but they're all great experiences. So it's just hard to pick one in particular. Yeah, they're all my kids. I love them all.
If people are probably excited about the concert on the 27th. You had a concert in Greenburgh at Yosemite Park and back of the Theater Young Community Center a couple of years ago, and it was fantastic. Could you tell us a little bit about the program that you're going to have and some of the music that people will be able to enjoy?
Well, we're definitely going to take you down memory lane, all of the hits from back in the day, so to speak. And then we have some great new stuff from our new CD Metamorphosis that we're going to play. And you heard It's Party Time, one of them. We have like an anthem kind of theme song that we really want to dedicate to the youth. It's called This Is My Life. We're going to be playing that one. It's kind of more of a hip-hop, if hip-hop met Atlantic Starr and merged together. And then we got some visual surprises too.
That's great.
That we're going to have as well.
How many people do you think will attend?
I hope 500, 600, 700 people, and I hope that they bring tents to gather around because there's no more room in there, so they can, and a big screen outside where they can see because they can't get in. But they might have to still pay to put their tents up around them.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You've also dealt with a lot of young people, and you've mentored students. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, for me, I've been doing it now for about 17 years, working within the...
and that's Jonathan, I'm going to have to say, because sometimes we
Right.
sound just alike. People say, when we talk on the phone, is this Jonathan or Wayne?
Yeah, but I've been involved with Greenburgh CSD for the last 17 years, and it's been quite rewarding for me. I came there 17 years ago and saw the music lab and was like, I would love to come and just load these kids up with, just the information and understanding and teach them how all this technology works. And so, I kind of got into it to Marion Burnaby introduced me to, the whole situation, and I ended up coming in, and 17 years later, it's been a great, it's just been a great experience. It's been very rewarding and very humbling.
And it's really interesting because the Greenburgh School District has you and Bobby Lance, who wrote a hit for Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, well, Bob was over at Atlantic, I believe, back in the day. I think I ran into Bob years ago when he was in New York at Atlantic. And so, yeah, Bob did a lot of writing and a lot of stuff for commercials and stuff.
In your family, who deals with the business component?
Well, I guess me,
Yeah, he's the middleman between
the middleman.
management and the group. He's always been that way. But I have to say though, 50% is everything we talked about. The other 50% is politics. If politics is on your side at the time, you'll always win. You can have the same talent, the same people, the same everything, but if politics decide they don't want to be on your side, then it's unless you can find a way to do it on your own.
Right. We have to take one more break, and we'll be right back. And again, want to remind everybody you have an opportunity to hear a fantastic concert September 27th, 8 p.m. That's a Thursday, September 27th, 8 p.m. at the Doubletree Hotel in Tarrytown, and it's Atlantic Starr, Starr, and among their biggest hits were Always, Secret Lovers, and Masterpiece. I think when we get back, maybe we could hear Masterpiece.
I'm okay.
Great.
Is that okay? I'll be right back. Thanks so much for joining us.
VOX.
1460 WVOX.
Now back to the Greenburgh Report on 1460 WVOX. Once again, here's Greenburgh Town Supervisor Paul Feiner.
Hi, I'm Paul Feiner. I'm the Greenburgh Town Supervisor, and we're going to hear 40 seconds or so of the hit Masterpiece. It's one of the songs Atlantic Starr made a hit out of. What track is?
It's YouTube.
YouTube. And how many hits did that have, would you say?
Masterpiece. That's a good question.
Yeah, he'll see when he put.
Yeah.
Well, while we're waiting, let me ask. I was thinking during the break. I said, how fortunate Greenburgh is. You're involved with the school district.
Mm-hmm.
What a gift to students to be able to learn and to interact with somebody who made it not only locally, countywide, statewide, but internationally. You could teach them a lot. And has any of your former students had careers in music?
Well, just put it this way: the years that I've been there, it's been quite a few students that had incredible potential to really just blow up in the music industry. I've worked with quite a few of them. Matter of fact, a kid by the name of Terrence Hill used to be in the music technology class with myself and the lead teacher, Miss Calhoun, and he's playing drums for us now.
That's great. So you even hired some of your former students. Let's hear the Masterpiece.
Touch of your hand and everything is right. The gentle way you look at me when we kiss goodnight. You've given me the freedom no other love has known. And now I thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. The countless ways you've touched my heart is more than I can say. The beauty that you've shown to me takes my breath away. A picture perfect painting. That's what our love is.
This program is only another 8 minutes. I would have rather heard the whole song. It gets very addicting, but it's really great that you're able to motivate, teach, inspire young people, bring some of the former students into help them get careers. Do you give students a lot of advice as to what they could do if they want to make a career out of music? My nieces, one of my nieces graduated from New England Conservatory of Music and Classical Piano. It's very, very tough. She's with the Boston Ballet now, but it's very tough even getting an entry level position, and she
Right.
practices hours, a
Right,
day.
right.
So I guess people could benefit from your experiences.
Yeah, I the kids are always, well, first of all, a lot of kids didn't really know what I did, the depth of what I did, until they started discovering, going on YouTube and saying, "Oh shoot, I didn't know you did this or did that." But a lot of kids do come to me and ask me about, music and wanting to work with them with, some of their ideas, and I've done a lot of that through the years. Like I said, we've had some kids that came out of Woodlands that were really great singers and rappers, and were good at putting tracks together. So I mean Greenburgh to me is just an incredibly talented place, and it's unique. It's a unique place. I feel it's just, I don't know if it's in the food or in the earth or what, but there's a lot of talent in this town. So, like I said, we've always tried to give back and inspire and motivate the ones that really do have talent to really get out there and really try to make something happen with it.
And really, the Greenburgh School District, I think, should be highlighting the fact that aspiring musicians could have an opportunity to interact and learn from musicians who got to the world stage. You
Right.
don't have that anywhere
Right.
in Westchester County. So if people are looking to move and you're considering a community, you should go into the Greenburgh School District if you want
Without
a
a
music
doubt.
career.
Well, Greenburgh School District, CSD, is an incredible place. Like I said, it's multicultural. I mean, because it's you have kids from all over the world that attend the district, which is unique in and of itself. And the synergy that the kids have, I watch them, and it's not cliquish, or you don't see a lot of polarization going on. The kids really gravitate to each other and embrace each other, which is really motivational for me. It's very inspiring to see it.
In terms of, and I wanted to mention that the Greenburgh Town Board dedicated a street for Atlantic Starr, and could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, which was very exciting. We were granted Old Terrytown Road, that used to be our old elementary school, Old Terrytown Road School. It's not there anymore. It's condos. But that Old Terrytown Road right there that meets Hillside Avenue, it's called Atlantic Starr Way. And boy, that made us feel so great finally after all these years. The town showed the appreciation. And then we also got Atlantic Starr Day on the 26th of September, which this year, the following day, the concert will be on the 27th. But what a great honor. And, when we were coming up, our parents and the neighbors and the community were always behind us no matter what we did, even if it's whatever it was, even when we did gospel music or whatever, they were behind us. And so because of all of this and because of the great honor, now we want to pass on the torch. We want to kind of give back. And as we were speaking earlier about the students and the talent here, everything is just unbelievable. And I just want to mention again, and my brother Stephen here, who helps us kind of more on the business side, putting all this stuff together. He talked about those packages, platinum and gold packages. When you get those packages, part of the proceeds go for the scholarships to the students at Woodlands High School. So if they want to do what we did, music or whatever they want to do, I can only ask that everybody, picks up on their gifts, their talents, and get these packages and really help them get a jump start in their education.
That people could really get a great opportunity, with their whole lives. It's sort of interesting. We only have a couple seconds left, but it's interesting. You said, "Oh, I'm so excited that we had Atlantic Starr, street name for us." When you've accomplished so many things, when you've been #1 on the R&B charts and have been recognized all over the world, why is it that you'd be excited about something so local when you've had worldwide acclaim?
Well, because it's home.
It's no place like home.
Yeah. And usually, people always say that people don't treat you as good as home as they do around the world, and that's true for some strange reason. But
They take you for granted.
right. So to see this right here at home is it hits the heart.
And we appreciate you, Paul, for
Absolutely.
being behind us and supporting us the way you have, in the town board and and Judy Paville, and it's been we feel real blessed, and we really appreciate.
Well, we really appreciate you, and we're so fortunate to have you in the community. But it's also a real great lesson, because I tell people have to realize that they have to be modest and they have to be down to earth. And I've met a lot of people who have been success stories, and it goes to their head. So I'm really very grateful, and you've really inspirational.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And you should run for governor. We'll be behind you.
Oh, good. You could come up with a song for me.
Yeah.
I'm Paul Feiner, Greenburgh Town Supervisor.